guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a 10 habits to change before 2023. Now, I know that a lot of people always like to set their goals and resolutions before entering the new year, and I do too. I feel like we're all in the same boat. We all want to start off the year really strong, so I figured it would be a really cool idea to just start a little series on my channel leading up to the new year, starting really early so that we can all plan and have the best 2023 yet. So with all that being said, we obviously have to plan some habits that we want to change and put into 2023 to make the year the best that we can. So I have a whole list of everything that I am literally going to go into detail about and explain to the T. So with all that being said, let's just get into this video. I have a lot of New Year's videos up on my channel already that I will link down below for you guys. So if you want to watch like a glow up or a goals video or just how to make 2023 the best year yet, I'll have it linked down below. But with all that being said, let's get into this video. The first thing I want to talk about is habits. Setting habits is very important for yourself, but only if you do it effectively in a way that is manageable. What do I mean by this? When you go into the new year, you want to go in the strongest that you can be. But with that being said, you also want to make habits that will stick throughout the year. If we set a goal and only keep it for a month or two, there's not really a point in trying to set a habit. A habit takes around 21 days to start, so all I ask is that you try to get through 1 week of your habit. It may be a little hard, but let's say your habit is waking up early. Try to wake up at least 30 minutes earlier every single day for 1 week, and I promise it'll get easier. The first day is always going to be the hardest day, no matter what the habit is, whether you're trying to break a habit or start a healthy new habit. So whatever it may be, just keep in mind that it happens to everyone. It's not unusual for it to be a little difficult, and as long as you have that motivation and make even the slightest of accomplishments, you are getting somewhere. What do I mean by this? Let's say you can't wake up 30 minutes earlier. Okay, let's make that the goal. Let's wake up 2 minutes earlier than yesterday, and then each day increase by 30 seconds, and it will slowly start to become a routine for you to want to continue to wake up early. I promise. I know it sounds a little weird, but I promise it will work. With all that being said, like I said, 21 days to start a habit, 21 days to break one. So with all that being said, let's get into the habits I'm going to start in 2023. So the first thing I want to talk about is, like I just said, waking up early. I know that waking up early can seem very tedious to some people, and like there's no good thing in waking up early, but I promise you, when you change your mindset, and this whole video is going to go based off of your mindset, when you change your mindset to waking up early, you will actually learn to see that, at least speaking for myself, I feel so much more productive. When I wake up early, it may be hard in the moment, but some things I like to do is I like to grab my sheets when I don't want to get out of bed, and I say 3, 2, 1, and when I hit 1, I throw the sheets off the bed and I get up. Now, is that realistic for every morning? No. Of course, sometimes I'm going to sleep in, like maybe I'll reward myself on the weekends or something like that. But after a while, I really started to learn to love waking up early. No matter what I was doing, for a really long time, I was always waking up early, and it's something I really loved and started to enjoy. So that's what I'm saying. When you start something, it's going to be hard, but you will learn to love it. Going along with this, we're going to move into number 2, and that is to believe in yourself. I promise you, when you change your mindset and remember that you can do anything you set your mind to, it is going to go such a long way. If you go into something positively and develop the habit of knowing that you can do what you want and anything you want is yours because you believe in yourself, everything that you want will slowly start to come to you peacefully because you have no negative mindset. Now, is this a realistic thing to do every day? No, there's always going to be times of doubt, and I'm not one to sit here and tell you I never have doubts, because I have doubts all the time. I'm a very stressed out person. I try to fix it, and I'm still trying to fix it. But the more and more I learn to do my best to realize that I can do anything that I set my mind to, I learn to believe in myself that much more. So the more you can believe in yourself, the better, and it will take you such a long way. Also guys, really quick, if the angle is changing, it's because I broke my camera and it keeps shutting off. I ordered a new one, so let's just ignore that for right now. But number 3, I have to develop love. When you develop love for yourself, you will come such a long way. Developing love in yourself is something that's very hard, and I feel like a lot of people do have a hard time doing, just because I feel like we're hard on ourselves. This is because we know everything that's going on in our lives, whereas we can know a fraction of what's going on in somebody else's life. So we are very hard on ourselves, but that does not mean to get rid of self-love. That means learn to love yourself. Learn to understand that things are going to go wrong, but that's okay. Learn to understand that self-love actually does come from failure, because success comes from failure. The more and more we can learn to love ourselves no matter what happens, the more and more we will go, because everyone is going to fail, but remembering that we are still special does matter. Number 4, we have know how your mind works. Knowing how your mind works is such a game changer, because if you know the particular things that bother you, you will also learn how to fix the things that bother you. What do I mean by this? This simply means, let's say I really don't like when someone says a certain thing to me, and that thing really bothers me. It really gets my nerves going. But I learned how to avoid it and how to change something in my mind when it is said to me. My reaction will be so much better. Like I say in all my videos, you can't control what happens, but you can control your reaction. So knowing how your mind works and knowing how to fix certain things that you don't like will actually bring you a long way, because even though it might seem like a small habit, it will change your view on a lot of things in life. All right, let's go on to number 5. Notice the good. Noticing the good in life is something that is so important, because I feel like a lot of people will start to realize the bad, and when we start to realize the bad and focus on the bad, more bad will come. But when you focus on the good and realize all the good things, even though there may be disappointing or some bad things in life going on, when you remember the good things and choose to prioritize the good things over the bad, more good things will start to come your way. When you are positive, you attract positive. When you are negative, you attract negative. So what I like to say is positive affirmations. No matter what I'm going through, I will wake up, and the minute I wake up after I get out of bed and make my bed, I will say, I am happy, I am wealthy, I am protected. I will say all these positive affirmations and also say things that I'm grateful for. This allows me to notice the good that I have, and yeah, I may have some bad things going on, but when I weigh them out, I realize that I also have a lot of good things going on, and it keeps me very motivated and determined to get to my goals. That brings me to number 6, which is set goals for yourself. I will say this forever. Setting goals for yourself is so important. It's actually scientifically proven that when you write down your goals, it is more likely to come true. So whether you write them down in your phone or on a notebook, write down in the comments right now 5 goals that you want for 2023. With these 5 goals, what I want you to do is I want you to pick one to try to start before 2022 ends. And then when you already have one done, you will feel so much more determined to start the rest in 2023. Now, I don't mean you can't start all 5 now, or if you have more than 5, I don't mean you can't start all of them now. I just mean try to focus on one at a time before the new year starts. Because what I've noticed is that when I split things up and stay organized on a time-blocked schedule, what I want comes true a lot faster because I'm focused on one thing at a time. What I mean by this is maybe in the morning you'll focus on one goal, in the afternoon you will focus on another goal, and after a certain amount of time, all these goals will kind of just become a habit in your life, rather than feeling like something you want to accomplish, and it'll come a lot faster. Obviously, you still want to accomplish that goal, but it will be a habit, so it won't feel as hard as it did in the beginning. Number 7, I have take the risk. Taking the risk is really important in life, and I don't mean this on an everyday basis. I just mean allow yourself to get out of your comfort zone sometimes. It could be once a month, it could be twice a month, it could be once every 3 months. Whatever feels more comfortable for you, as long as you are challenging yourself a little bit and taking the risk to get closer to your goals, you will see a big difference in yourself, and when you see that difference, you will start to shine on the inside, which also allows you to shine on the outside. Now, number 8, with that, I also have take breaks. I feel like a lot of people underestimate how important it is to take a break. Taking breaks is so important because when you listen to your body reacts so much better. The more and more we learn to take breaks, the better our reaction is. And it will also allow us to get to our goals that much quicker. So you may be saying, well, what if I don't want to take a break? What if I want it to come one day sooner? Well, you're right. It may come one day sooner, but your body may be so stressed out from you trying to get to that goal so much faster and not listening to your body. It may actually affect you in the long run. So if your body's telling you to take a break from the gym, for example, let's say you have a gym goal and your body is telling you, hey, I need a break today, and you don't listen, it could affect you in the future. And the more and more you do listen, the more and more you will be motivated. Now, I'm not certified in what I'm saying. This is from my personal experience, but that's what happens to me. And when I do listen to my body and take a break, I do react in a positive way. The next thing I have is to stay organized. Staying organized may seem like a very simple habit to have, but when we allow ourselves to get unorganized, it may affect what we're actually trying to attain in our lives. And what I mean by that is, let's say you want to go to work at a certain time and you have a very messy space. It may be less motivating for you to get up and go to work when your space isn't organized and clean. Now, this also could be with school or with work or with anything you may be doing. Even if you're just laying down watching TV, it may be more hard for you to get things done that you want to get done if your space isn't organized. The more and more we stay organized, the more and more our bodies positively react to that. And even though all these things may seem so small, in the long run, they're actually very big things that I definitely need to work on. And I feel like if I need to work on it, it may help other people as well, which is why I'm making this video. But the more and more we can get our bodies to positively react to the good change that we encounter in our life, the more and more our bodies will thank us for it in the future. The next thing I have is to stay clean. Now, this is kind of going along with the same thing I just said, but staying clean is a little bit different. When I say stay organized, I mean keep everything in your life organized. Maybe it's by taking notes or time blocking, and then also keeping your space clean. So these two things kind of go together. I guess with the staying organized, you could focus more on taking notes and kind of organizing everything in your life in a very detailed manner so you don't get stressed out. And by decluttering and cleaning, you can avoid the stress of like having a messy environment. So I guess those two go together, but I would really recommend doing that. Next thing's next, and the last thing is to change your life. When we write down the things that we need to change in our lives to make us happier humans, we will realize that there could be little things that can actually go a long way into making us happier. I think everyone's goal in life is to be happy and to find things that fulfill them. So the more and more we can realize that, and the more and more we can fulfill that need, the more and more we will positively react to that. So with all that being said, I want you to comment some of your goals down below, and we can work together and try to positively react to all of these things together, maybe help each other out. With all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry about the angles changing. My camera just keeps turning off and I'm getting annoyed, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you really soon in my next video. Bye guys.